Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, I wonder a little bit what role this guy, Matheus Cunha, has been asked to play here, Peter, because despite all his creativity and ball skills, he doesn't really have blistering pace to be an out-and-out winger or the strength to be a number 9. I just love it when he gets that free rein to roam wherever he wants. We'll have to wait and see on this.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Nicely weighted ball. It'll be a throw-in. Crosses it in. Looking for the run. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Rice. Oh, good read.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Now there's a fine ball. Van Dijk. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get it through? Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's shifting through the gears here. Up he goes! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Big header! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught, Rummenigge! Goal! Barcelona! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Eze showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Del Piero receives it in a wide position. Molina is there, and he can get that clear. Szoboszlai! And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Szoboszlai, and this is Del Piero, and Del Piero! And again the keeper stands strong. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. That's beautifully weighted. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And that is a little undercooked. Eze.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Matheus Cunha. Nicely worked. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the 1 goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. There's the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Flings in across. He's got tall. Really well taken goal. They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Davis. Now that looks a decent ball. Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Eze. Now it's Rice. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Moved on forwards. Sweden appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, that was vital. Szoboszlai.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Davis. And it's made its way to him. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Eze. And he was alert to it. Irwin. So what can they make of this? Nicely shaped ball. Matheus Cunha. Rummenigge. That's really well cleared.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, this is a great position.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he's found a way past. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost... Great chance! Goal, Sweden! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Oh, that's a key interception. Davis. And it's Rice. And the through ball. He's in a great position here. Oh, this looks sharp. Neuer. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
A quick reminder today that smoking
well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And here's Neymar. Great vision. Neymar. And he was alert to it. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I would think that this fella Valverde's role is going to be so key here. He'll be tasked with pretty much doing everything from covering the back line to winning the ball back, triggering counter-attacks, providing outlets, pressing, as well as being a goal threat. In other words, pretty much everything.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. That is lovely. Irwin has it out wide and in space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nicked it back promptly. And here's Del Piero. Del Piero! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Raul. And it's been played through. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pedri makes the interception. Nicely weighted ball. Bojan. In towards the back stick.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Neymar. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Valverde has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
That's a cute ball. Pass somewhat off target. Szoboszlai is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And a chance! Magnificent from Mateus! That is a gem! An absolute gem! First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So just the goalkeepers and Owen! Now, who's going to be first to this? Aimed beyond the defence, and it's Bojan. Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
That has ended up in no man's land, and it's made its way to him. That has been slung wide. Raul played into space out wide. And here's Inzaghi. He shifted it to the flank. And it's DiMarco. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai!
Szoboszlai really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Mateus. Now it's Owen. And he was quick to react. Bojan. That's a good run he's making there. Oh, that's nice. Mateus did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the...
Decent chance!
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Irwin spots it and intercepts. Szoboszlai plays a sharp little ball here. Chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Tries to pass it through. And it's played in. Raya deals with that nice and simple. Szoboszlai. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Bojan. Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot!
Minute has been indicated.
Deep into stoppage time. And this is Ronaldinho. Nicely shaped ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there's the clearance. And that will be the final act. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Longevity, loyalty, leadership, just a few of the words that spring to mind when you're watching the eternal Francesco Totti.
Yeah, he is truly unique, Peter. Easily one of Italy's greatest players, and some consider him to be the greatest of the lot.
And what sets him apart?
Consistency, and the way he has no real weaknesses in his game. Such great all-round ability. He really does excel all-round.
And it's Bergkamp. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dani Olmo, Law, Mateus, looking to play him in, Law, and he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And it's O'Shea. And this is Batistuta. He won't be happy with that one. Hungary applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often.
Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be up.
Totti! Goal! Hungary! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Hungary get themselves into the lead.
To be expected.
He's having a go! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's hoisted clear. It's Neymar! He has done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball.
Law. Check. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Batistuta. Hungary finding their passes. Mateus. O'Shea spots it and intercepts. Has a look and plays it forward. Zanetti. That's a shade optimistic. And we hit half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Please join me in wishing
Terrific
a
half,
happy
4
wedding
goals
anniversary
split
for one
evenly,
of our fan
beautifully
club
set
members.
up for the second period to follow.
Substitutions taking place.
Hungary get the ball rolling in the second half. And here's Batistuta. Totti! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Baresi. Nicely shaped ball. He's had a shot! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Was there ever any doubt?
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Has a shot! And he's following up! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Well, that has not gone well. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dani Olmo. Now it's Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Del Piero. Now that's well seen too. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Del Piero is onto this. Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Hungary really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and it climbs up big! No, not the best of headers.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Scholes. Totti going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might...
Decent chance! Oh, taken with style! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, that has changed the dynamics. That could spell trouble. Dani Olmo. Zanetti. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's put paid to a promising move. And back to the keeper.
3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And it's Olmo. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Totti. And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Law voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
And a quick announcement now.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Played back in, and he's in on goal! Haaland! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Robson. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. That's an imaginative pass. Can he latch on to this? Pass somewhat off target. And here's Fernandez. Rumen shapes to shoot! And he thumps it clear. And he's had it nicked away. It's run loose here. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, that's been intercepted. That's a nicely shaped ball. It's a promising position. No, that pass isn't the best. He's having a hit! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Robson has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Always onto this. And the keeper beats it away. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, it's come loose. And the finish! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chiellini was in no mood for any of that.
There will be 1 minute
Short changes him with that pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 2, Williams Taliba. Number 17, Bayern. Coming on the field.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Giuseppe Bergomi. Number
Barcelona
15,
carrying a one-goal lead. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Messi. Fernandez receives it in a good position here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No, it's come to nothing. Can he spark a counter here? McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Barcelona have reclaimed it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's had it taken off him. Crosses it in. They've won a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar gets it away. Knocks it into space. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And Messi! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and...
Bullish header! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Now it's Hazard. He is through here.
Oh, really well played.
And that has left him in a heap.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's a little off target. Oh, they can break here. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on...
Chance for a shot! And he's there to get it away. 5 minutes left on the clock. Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
He rises! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter, certainly the way he's been playing.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ambitious ball here. Oh, delightful ball. Haaland is flagged offside. So that's it. It is all over. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
He might be in here! So what can they make of this? And he welcomes it in. That is good alertness. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Szoboszlai stood up well to him there. That is ended up in no man's land. Quality ball. That's a shade optimistic. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
David Villa finds himself offside. He's beaten the last man. Hoisted in. Great ball, and he's in here. The ball has bounced loose now. Robson is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Dani Olmo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Dani Olmo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Hullet. Over to the left. Oh no, this does not look good. Now it's Neymar. Neymar is flagged offside. Nicked it back promptly. Rummenigge. Rummenigge has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Chiellini. Robson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And Hullet! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substitution in progress.
Here we go again.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now a David Villa! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. O'Shea proves too strong, too smart. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Xavi Alonso. And that has left him in a heap. It's just beyond his reach. And it's Hullet. Pinches it off him. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here.
And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Hit into the middle. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Now that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Mateus. Cross from O. Oh, what a climb! Really well taken goal. And finally, he has breathed life into the game. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Rummenigge receives it in a good shoot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's away.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, crossbar! Same again, same outcome.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Can he get away here? Marquinhos, always a very imposing presence at the back. Half an hour gone in the second half. That's a nicely shaped ball. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Fernandez. Lovely feet. Takes a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
After 89 minutes is number 10, Fernandez.
David Villa.
Fernandez. There will be 5 minutes added time.
Knocks it into space. He's got away. It's Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. 5 minutes to add. Robson. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
There you have it.
Szoboszlai claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied.
And he shoots! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. He won't be happy with that one. That's a good run down the left. And he's been shifted off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rummenigge is flagged offside. And they're quick to get it back. Rummenigge. And he's away. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And he's there to belt it away. It's gone for a throw-in. It's going to be another throw. And he's managed to get free. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he is going into that little black book. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Pinches it off him. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that pass just didn't quite work. And now the breakaway. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. And it's Neymar.
That was lovely, that.
Neymar, he has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he cuts out the supply. Driving forward. He's got away. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cruyff quietly revving up. He is through here. Zanetti eases the ball away from him. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong. And a chance! It's bounced back off the post.
Barcelona really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Khan is there to clear. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And they're back on the ball again. Knocks it into space. Threads one in.
1 minute added time.
Cannavaro. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Barcelona leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter.
And he's had a shot! It's hit the upright! Oh, taken with style! Gerrard. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And the shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
No, he's not getting any further than that. And this is Messi. Nice bit of trickery. And Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he nearly went all the way.
Mateus certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Not the most accurate pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's found a way through. Roberto Carlos gets into a good position. Zanetti is there and he can get that clear. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, that looks a good ball through. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Played into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Great vision. Good ball, good take.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Park Ji-sung. Number 9,
Roberto Carlos.
El Hadj Diouf. Number 6,
More and more pressure on the ball here.
25,
Nice looking ball.
coming on the field.
That's been cut out, well played.
15, Raul. Number 27,
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about... He's had a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
And here's Bojan. Dani Olmo.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Crosses it in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now, can they get it back? Fernandez. And time is up. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Dani Olmo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
We'll be back stronger, won't
How
we?
would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Neymar. He's found the way through. Plenty to aim at here. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Played into space. Rivaldo providing an outlet. Oh, smashing header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Neymar has it in a wide position. Albert Ferrer does well to stand firm and defend it. Threads one in. Picked out brilliantly. Puskás! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Rivaldo. That is good alertness. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. And no, he's seen through all of that. Played into space. Well, that has not gone well. Nice looking ball. Messi is in a really good position out wide. And it's been given away. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a grab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Oh, some tackle that. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to...
And Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Fernandes. 5 minutes till the break.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Whistle goes again, it's another offside decision. Now it's Neymar.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, easy pickings there. Knocks it into space. And he's in on goal. Takes a shot! It's bounced back off the post. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. The midway point of the game.
Barcelona really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So the first half brought no goals. And it's Szoboszlai. Can he get it through? Dani Olmo. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Messi. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's McAllister. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly.
Real chance! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Rivaldo in acres of space out wide.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Rivaldo. That's an imaginative pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, he had to make that, and he... Neymar! And it's hit the woodwork and out! No mistake! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Puskás, great vision. Look at the space here. Messi finds himself offside.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Offside again. Tries to play it through. Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Produces a cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Barcelona could counter here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. deftly away. Could be danger here. Chance, surely! They've scored! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Minute has been indicated.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And that's it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running.
For me, Peter, Albert Ferrer was one of the very best defenders of the 1990s.
And of course he played in that most famous of all little doubt, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Neymar. And here's Neymar.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Dani Olmo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Van Basten. Oh, that's fabulous. In with the challenge. Knocks it into space. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Offside again. And he's intervened well there. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. Neymar! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Well, there's the clearance. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Neymar. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Now it's Van Basten. Dani Olmo. Looking to play him in. And he's straight offside. Still goalless at the moment. And it's Van Basten. That's a cute ball. He can run onto that. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Roberto Carlos. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Van Basten. It's Van... He scores! Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dani Olmo is there to clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. Plays it through, pass somewhat off target. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Neymar! Xabi Alonso with the clearance. Looking for options for movement. Neymar, can he get on the end of this? And he's in on goal! And a chance! And he's done it!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
After 44 minutes is number 10.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to
Takes a shot! No mistake! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And it's half-time here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Messi. Number 14.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Number 9, mbappe.
It's a promising position. Fired deep towards... Shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
That's a really good execution, Peter, but you have to raise some serious questions about how he was allowed to take a touch like that.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Stood up well to him there. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rummenigge is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now, this could be a chance. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 24. Coming on the field is number 25, Cristiano Ronaldo.
He's picked his way through. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Almost an hour gone. Tries to play it through. There's no flag. And that was very necessary. And it's Olmo. Might be danger here. Poor robust challenge. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Dani Olmo looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Number 21.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. That has not gone well. Distributed tidily.
That's positional goal.
There's the shot! Goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
It's become a case of men against boys. Messi. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Xavi Alonso. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now, the ball's gone astray. Albert Ferrer cuts it out.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Great ball, and he's in here. And that's been won straight back. He's under a lot of pressure there. Oh, good-looking ball. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, that's ambitious. And smartly reclaimed. And he's decided to go for it. It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Roberto Carlos! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. David Villa claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Now that looks a decent ball. Rummenigge. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Barcelona presented with a golden opportunity here. So this the chance to fire his team in front. And he's denied! Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Xavi Alonso. Neymar powering forward here. Well, that has not gone well. Good effort from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Ronaldo is fouled. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Nice control, and it's Xavi Alonso. Rijkaard goes long and straight.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well timed, excellent interception. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. 30 minutes gone. And he's quick to snatch it back. Dani Olmo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Ronaldo had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Howson has given away a free kick. Zanetti. Well read. And the danger is averted. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Neatly clipped into space. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 15.
And we're off again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And it's Olmo. Neymar. He's on it. Can he get away?
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now that's well seen too. Some good work on the right flank here. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Tries from distance. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Ambitious ball here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Stood up well to him there. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Toure with the slide tackle there, pinches it off him. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's in on goal, shot at goal! Really well taken goal. Finally the breakthrough.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Oh, shot, surely! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Matteo, and he's decided to go for it. And he's managed to gift it back. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mateus plays it short. Cleared without hesitation. Right card! Oh, that's incredible! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
After 88 minutes is number 5, right
Mateus. No way through there.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Now he's got space here. Oh, important interception. Dani Olmo. So what can they make of this? Can he get it through? That ball looks a good one. He is just caressing the ball. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Baresi has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. So what can they conjure from this one? It's run loose, who's going to get there? That's the end. Barcelona looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Rummenigge voted man of the match and deservedly so.
Next time.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.